Square Table Degenerates Podcast. Welcome back, everybody. It's another Friday Night Live episode. We're virtual episode today. Everybody called off because Don had 3 flat tires. I think Pat ran into a wall with his car. Mayo was running late on some as they call it, CPT. For those of you who know what that is, that's what it is about. And Josh had his brother come over, or his cousin, or his son. I don't know. It was a male relative came over and visited. I don't know how often that happens for him. So he was a special occasion, so he didn't show up either. But
they all lying, dude. I don't believe none of them.
Oh yeah, they're all just in a circle jerk right now. This is why. And it took me, dude. I had everything planned to go for the fucking stunts and everything, and it took me a good hour and a half to come up with shit to talk about. Oh, we got a comment. Hold on. Let me see the comment. Bear with me here. I got new logos I'm going to be showing throughout the show here as well. Let's see. Oh, brilliant. Good deal. Hey, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Rome Rush, my buddy Rome. He's he's a really big friend of the show. Check out his channel if you get a chance. Not right now. Don't be swapping channels and shit. Don't be like going to my channel and then going to his channel and shit like that. First off, I got shouts to Ricky Williams for last week's show. That was fucking awesome. That was one of my best interviews ever. I really liked it, man. It was a fun time. Did you see that shit yet? Did you watch that interview?
I didn't watch it yet. I'm mad I missed it because fucking I wanted to tell him like how much I appreciate him.
Well, Romy mentioned him in the shout outs about the video game he was great in. I think it was Madden 03. Where's your fucking bomb?
Yeah.
It was the one before the one with where Michael Vick was on the cover. I don't know who was on the 03 cover. Okay, Google. Who was on the cover of 2003 Madden?
Marshall Falk.
As well, Marshall Falk. Okay, Google.
Lewis Rams running back.
Stop. Lewis Rams. What the fuck is the Lewis Rams? But yeah, it was the one with Marshall Falk on the cover. Fucking Ricky Williams should have been on the cover of that one. He's fucking raw on that one. But yeah, thanks for him for coming out. That was one of my favorite interviews ever. If you get a chance to check it out after this show's over and stuff like that, and all you new subscribers who aren't watching yet, but if you're watching this on the broadcast, what we do here is normally it's a show where we get in the garage and we talk and we just have guests and have fun and stuff like that. But it's if you're watching this in like the year 2029 or randomly, I don't think nobody's gonna be watching this 9 years from now. But if you are, there was a pandemic going on. Who knows? People were wearing masks and stuff. It was a weird time, man. But to my right in the box here is Mr. Mixtape Mayo. What's up, buddy?
Nothing, man. Dude, I did a show in Lorraine at the Lorraine Palace Theater. It was dope.
Those old theaters, man, those are fucking raw, dude. There was one in Minneapolis. I saw Brian Regan. You know who Brian Regan is? The comedian?
Yeah. That's all. He sounds familiar, though.
He's the one who goes, there's never a bad time to tell a chick when the baby's due. When's the baby due? He's that guy joke. He's funny as fuck, man. He does clean comedy and shit. Shouts to Andrew. What's up, buddy? Andrew's from the Browns group. He's my buddy. He's a Navy vet down in Dayton. He's a good dude, man. That's my buddy. But yeah, man, we was how was that? How long was your set there in Lorraine, bro?
I was supposed to do 12, but we was running behind, so I did like 10.
Okay, that's not bad.
But I mean, I did good the whole set. Like the whole set went good. I had to redeem myself because the week before I bombed for 18.
Oh, nice. Oh, you mean every 5 shows is probably gonna bomb something like that?
Like, I ain't bombed in a minute, man. It's been a while, man. That shit fucked me up. I didn't know what to do. I was like, what do I do from here?
Right?
Should I quit? Like,
okay, shit. All right. Well, as you guys know, it's Black Friday. I didn't have Mayo on the show just because it's Black Friday. It was just a coincidence. Out there in the world right now, man. All right. So this PS5, bro. Did your son ask for one?
Yeah, he wants one, but I told him he's gonna have to wait till the next generation come out, man. Because like this first one, everybody shit crashing from what I hear.
Yeah, and it's like this, man. I heard people. Romy was talking about it in his show. Rome Rush. It was either Rome Rush or I can't remember the fucking. I always forget names of channels. But he was talking about it in one of his games and in one of his videos, and he was saying people were getting robbed. Like the FedEx guy was walking down the street and dropping. He was just getting robbed and shit. Like in some. Like that's ridiculous. It's just a video game, man. Like I don't. I don't.
So look, what I read was people are mad because the people who's been buying all the PlayStations are like bots and shit, and those people are buying them to sell them for like double the price and shit. So like people mad because it's like all these people buying them, they bought out, they're sold out, but they're being sold for like double the price. People selling them for like $900, $1,000. Just 'cause they got
We're actually going to get into that. I'm going to try to check some of these. When I was the other day when I was first came out, somebody said, "Hey, look online. This is PlayStation release day." So I think it was maybe the 23rd. So I went online and all day casually. I was at Walmart. It was like, "Oh, check what happened." I know this happened to at least Romy said scalpers. I know this happened to a lot of people. You get to especially at Walmart. Walmart was like this. You go to order the PlayStation, you type in your information, you type your credit card number, and then you get to the checkout and it says we're out of stock. I mean, once you get to the card number and you click send, you're like, okay, cool, I got this. Man, don't make me put my card number and they say I stock, man. That's cruel.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Why would you do that?
Is the Xbox going through this, or is it just the PlayStation? Like,
I think it's just the PlayStation. I'm pretty sure they doing this on purpose. But the funny thing is, and you can't tell me this ain't true either. Everybody who's tried to buy one, I can't say everybody, 75% of people who've tried to buy one, we're going to do the exact same fucking thing everybody else is doing. Go right on eBay and flip that bitch. They weren't going to keep that bitch. Nobody's going to pay $500 for a video game system and keep it when you know damn well it's going to be $350 by Easter.
They all over the buy sell trades right now. Everybody got them for like 900, 1,000. These people are tripping. I'm going to wait anyway because they keep crashing. So I'm going to wait until February, March when they up to fix everything.
So what I wanted to do, I wanted to go on the split screen here. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Screen 2, Chrome 10.
Wait though, you got to wait till I get mine first. Like, yeah.
Well, what PlayStations did you buy? Did you go back to the PlayStation 1? Did you ever have one of those?
I've had every single PlayStation, dude, and I still got my 3 and my 4.
What was your favorite out of all? I've never bought the 4, so I only have 1, 2, or 3. Out of those 4, what was your favorite out of those 4?
Honestly, my favorite was probably the 2. The 2 and the 3 because they both had the best games to me. Like I still play my 3 just to play Fight Night because they won't make a boxing game for the 4.
2 is probably my favorite just because Vice City was so fucking raw for the 2.
Exactly, dude. 2 and San Andreas.
All right, so we got some comments here. It says same things happen. Or Romy wrote, no one wants an Xbox. That's pretty true. I don't like the Xbox controller, dude. That fucking thing's fucked up. Like the one button's way up here and shit, and my hand's all confused. Like I'll give PlayStation what they did great with their joystick, their controllers. That they put everything exactly how the Super Nintendo was. So your hand just kind of morphed into that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never been an Xbox fan. I had a 360 back in college, and that's only because all my friends had it, and I wanted to play Call of Duty on them. But now everything cross console now, so I don't give a fuck.
All right, so we're on Walmart.com here. I don't know if we're allowed to do this, but whatever. It's a free show. So I'm going to type in the PS5, and we're going to see what they got. PS5 console.
I'm sure we could do this. Walmart is an open website. Like, anybody can fucking...
All right. Oh, look at this. Results for PlayStation console. There's $499 for the I know there's a digital version and then the regular version. It's $399 for the digital version and $499 for the regular version. Now check this out.
This is a 5-disc thing I heard or something.
All right. What's up? I'll tell you what. We'll try this first one right here and see what it says by everyone. Oh, you can't even buy it yet.
I think it's a 5-disc. Why the rating so low?
Wow, look at them. 2.5. Oh yeah, let's check out some of these ratings.
God damn.
All right, let's see the. I don't want to see the helpful ratings. Let's see the unhelpful ratings.
They all probably crashed. That's probably why they saw it.
Everybody got. Hold on. They put all the freaking 1-star ratings up first. Here we go. 1-star rating. 6,000. All right, here this is to show you how good your $1,000 PlayStation is, or whatever minimum. It might be more now. We'll get into that in a second. We're gonna check some of these websites. The 1-star ratings, 6,037 stars. That beats all the other star ratings out of it altogether. So let's read some of these 1-star ratings. Okay, just for
that is unbelievable, dude.
Waste of my money. Cheapest PS5 ever made. Defective item. After trying hard for a week, I bought a PS5 from Walmart. It turned out to be defective. Clearly, you have a problem to fix. You have a serious problem with bots in the website infrastructure. Defective item. I was lucky enough to get one, but system is defective. Persistent system crashes. Sadly, we're trying to get this console initial launch. It keeps crashing.
Hey, while you're on the website after this, see if they got a Nintendo Switch, because those been out for a minute too. I can't find one.
Don't waste your money. Verify purchase. Way overhyped system gimmicks all around. That's freaking hilarious, dude. Like, just off the rip right away. You can't even. The reviews are horrible.
You got to read the names of the people that write these comments, because some of them I don't be believing is real people, man.
Well, some of them said verify purchase. So let's see. It's PlayStation 4. Okay, I'm not getting a PlayStation 4. Yeah, both these ones are sold out. The PlayStation Digital and the PlayStation Non-Digital. All right, so let's check out. I got a couple different websites written down. Hold on. Ratings being defected by avail. That's true. Well, I mean, some of the things do have a they have verified purchase. So like, if only people can anybody can leave a rating, but the verified purchase ones are the people who bought it.
Hey, go on Amazon and see.
Amazon, that was the next one here. Hold on.
See if somebody's trying to like sell those for more.
All right, Amazon Place PS5.
They're about to be like 800. What?
All right, let's see. There's a PlayStation 5 game, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 console currently unavailable. Yeah, it looks like they're all unavailable. So Amazon's not showing it. Let's check Target.
I was going to say, hey, Target always have at least one in stock.
Right, it's like one in stock in fucking Poughkeepsie, New Jersey, and some shit.
Hey, I was looking for this God of War game. I went to every store possible. Dude, Target had one in stock. Every other store, gaming stage, everything didn't have shit. Target just so happened to have one.
All right, PlayStation 5. Let's see.
But of course it was $5 more than how much it regularly costs.
PlayStation 5 console, not only available with drive up or order pickup services, not in North Olmsted. Check stores. Not in North Olmsted. Check stores. All right, let's check some stores. Other stores. No stores. Show in stock within 50 miles. Here we go. This item is out of stock near you. Okay. Let's check. See if we can check the range here. No, I guess we can't. Oh, well, so Target's not a go. Let's check GameStop.
Oh, you know GameStop sold out.
GameStop had that bundle where you could get like the game, and I wish more of them would do that, because you buy the bundle and you get like 3 games and a couple joysticks, and that way that prevents all the scalpers and shit. That's the way they should fucking do it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. PlayStation 5.
You could have pre-ordered a PS5 back a few months ago. So what I don't understand is, if you pre-ordered it, you're supposed to be guaranteed one when they come out. So what they gonna do? Like,
probably wait until after Christmas. Back in stock PS5 bundle, shop now. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Digital 5, PlayStation 5 Digital Black Friday Edition Digital System Bundle. Unavailable. Okay. So it's not available on either of those. Those are gone. Those are probably gone. That's what I'm talking about right here. You get Spider-Man, Call of Duty Black Ops, and 2 joysticks and a fucking system. So that's pretty cool. Joysticks like $70. RJ's on the show. What's up, RJ? How you doing, buddy? Oh, RJ has a new TV, man. That's raw. I like it.
I didn't know they made a new Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, the one game for the Wii was a Spider-Man game. That game was fucking raw. I like that game, dude. I miss that game. I miss my Wii too. That was a different time, bro. Different time with the Wii.
I know. I was trying to get my mama to let me have her, and she won't let me. I wanted just to play Mario for real. Like,
all right, let's see here. Oh, I know. We're gonna check eBay. Okay, let's go on eBay. Let's see what these fuckers are going for legit here. www.ebay.com. All right. I was on here earlier, and it was kind of fucked up. Let's see. Video game consoles in PlayStation 5. All right, I like going right to the buy it now.
Look at that shit, dude.
Oh, I know. Buy if you go to buy it now. Here's an eBay tip for those of you out there. Well, let's see. RJ said, "What about Best Buy?" We can check Best Buy. I'm pretty sure that Best Buy's not sold, or Best Buy sold out too as well. But what I do right here is I check. If you're on eBay, you check price plus shipping, lowest first. You can always get the lowest one first. But check this out. All right. So I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can make this bigger here. Hold on. This is so fucking shady. Why would anybody get this? Hold on.
I don't even trust it. Like, you pay that shit and then it don't even be like, dude, they probably play me a PS4 in there.
All right, can you read that right there? New listing. Box only, no console. So Sony PlayStation 5 PS. All right, they're selling a box for $499 or best offer.
Who would buy the box?
Well, see what they're trying to do is fucking just bait and switch people. Oh wow, $500, and they get all excited and they're drunk or some shit, and the next thing you know, they're buying a fucking $500 box. That is completely fucked up right there. That they're selling boxes for $500. As we go down, PlayStation Vita, okay, PlayStation 5 Digital Edition box only $700. So there's another $700 box.
These people are selling the boxes though, like for $700.
They're selling a pre-order. You're selling a pre-order. That doesn't do shit. You don't know anything. PlayStation 5 standard confirmed pre-order. Box only, no system, $850. So we still haven't got to a fucking console yet, and we're almost at $1,000. PlayStation 4
are the boxes in demand right now?
I guess. Oh, here we go. PlayStation 5, brand new Sony in digital edition in hand, ships now $960. Okay, this is the cheapest one we see. Let's see what we got. Looks everywhere. Oh, I bet she's even on there. Look at that, it's a fake listing. Isn't that crazy? Just like that, fake listing. So you go back. Sony digital box pre-order confirmed. Another fucking pre-order confirmed. Let's see what we got here. Sony PlayStation 5 console unopened brand new sealed box from Japan. $999. Indonesia. There you go. Sony PlayStation 5 digital edition console, $1,000. So the initial buy-in is $1,000. $1,000 for this fucking video game system. Right here. What's his best offer on this that he got so far? I don't want to see what the.
I can't read that. My eyes fucked up. I can read it, but like that is just tripping me out right now. Like.
Well, I think I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go to the actual auctions. I want to see what the auctions are going for here. Because buy it now is whatever. Let's see here. Buying format. Auction.
It better not be nobody bidding on this shit.
I like see it. If you watch the time ending soonest, you can watch watch these fuckers fly, man. Let's see here. Sony PlayStation 5, $1,025, 1 minute left. So they're going for about $1,000 for the place. I mean, that's still so much money though, man. Like $1,000 is a lot of fucking money for a PlayStation, dude.
I'll wait. I'm probably about to go for it right now. Like I'm cool. I'll wait.
I mean, the boxes. It's just a box, dude. Some of these people are.
Hey, look, man. If I hit a link, I'll fuck around and buy a box and try to flip it and sell it for $1,000 just to see.
Right, see if you can sell the fucking box. So, in summation, if you're out there, don't rob people for their PlayStations. That's not cool.
They sell the empty boxes for $500, $900 and shit.
Yeah, $1,000 is the minimum you're gonna get into the PlayStation for. You're probably paying like $1,100 after shipping. Get your kids something else for Christmas, bro. You're not worth that. They don't like it. They don't like you anyways half the time. Why the fuck are you gonna waste money on these gifts that they're probably not even gonna use because the fucking thing's gonna blow up? And if you're the insurance, if the fucking thing blows up and your carpet catches fire, PlayStation ain't responsible.
Buy it for $1,000 and sell the box for $900. Now you really got it for $100. Like.
Right, yeah. And if you're learning any lesson from tonight's show, just buy the fucking box. Like Mayo said, go on the eBay right now. Get one of those ones for $1,000. Fucking keep the PlayStation, sell the box for $900. There you go. You got yourself a fucking PlayStation 5, $100.
That's probably what they did. That's not exactly what they did.
I can't believe they allow listings like that, dude. That is like who the. What? Yeah,
oh my God. They probably selling them themselves. They're like shit.
Right, they doing it and shit.
Ridiculous. That's funny as fuck.
And who buys the first? Like I've bought many consoles. I've never, any one I bought right away I flipped. I've never bought one when it first came out. I always waited at least 6-7 months a year.
Me too. I mean? I waited too.
Because if you remember the first PlayStation, the PlayStation 1 was like this big and had that fucking flap open front. That thing was a piece of shit. And then the second one came out, I was like, okay, this one I can roll with.
You pushed the open button.
Yeah, you pushed the open button. I was like, brrr. And half the time food would get caught in the back of that shit and it'd be all gross.
I remember that shit.
Nasty ass fucking not ready to upgrade my Atari. Ataris are still fun. I don't know, man. Atari, that controller hurts your hand in the Atari, bro. Like the fucks it up, man. I can't fuck with it. I don't play many video games anymore. I'm on Facebook all day.
I like about Sega Saturn. I only play my PlayStation at night when I smoke. Like just to smoke. So just something to do while I smoke. I play Call of Duty or something. Like I don't really play my game really.
What Call of Duties did you play over the years? Or let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Not Call of Duty. What was the one that was on SOCOM? Do you remember SOCOM, Navy SEALs?
I love SOCOM, dude. Dude, that game was hard though, man.
Do you go, dude? So I think that game was like 01. It was a long time ago.
It was
And I remember my buddy Bob used to get me into it, and that game was it would like you were saying, that fucking thing was hard.
That game was hard as fuck. I couldn't even get off the first stage when you were on that boat. Remember when you were on the ship?
I had an easier time in the real military than I did in military video games. Like I can't some of these missions, games I can't fuck with.
I used to like Ghost Recon. That used to be my war game, Ghost Recon.
Oh, was that Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon? You know what game? The one I did like was Assassin's Creed really isn't there.
Rainbow Six. Remember Rainbow Six?
But there was what was the one? God damn it! It was Kevin Spacey was on the trailer. Oh, it was Call of Duty Modern Advanced Warfare. That was sweet.
Yeah, I liked it that one.
I just liked the trailer. I didn't really play the game because you find out playing the games and it's like this is a lot different.
I like those. I like the Advanced Warfare is better than like the Black Ops. Like I didn't care for the Black Ops. The zombie, I mean, I guess the zombie thing was cool, but I mean, I don't know. I like the Advanced Warfare is better.
Zombies to me are all fucking lame. I hate that.
The Modern Warfare is, Modern Warfare is that's what made me get an Xbox when I lived out in Columbus and shit. And, all my friends had Xbox and they was playing Modern Warfare. So I was the only one with a PlayStation. I was like, fuck it, I'll get an Xbox, bro.
Now, can you play? I've heard the word cross-plat as a nickname for cross-platform gaming. Now, is that a thing now? Are all the games like that, or just certain ones?
Not all of them. Just not all of them, but just certain ones like Call of Duty is. So like Call of Duty, it tells you who you playing. It'll say you playing. It got like different symbols. So it'll show you like an Xbox, it'll say PlayStation or a computer. And hey, them people on the computer, man, that's not even fair, man. Like, cause they got better graphics and they can do all kind of shit with their computer when they have a lead, man. Like,
oh, that's like Tom, dude. Tom Kerms, he fucking he's all on the computer. Like, he's probably right now. I don't know if he's watching the show or not. Shouts out to Tom. He's not sick or anything. He just didn't come out this week. But he likes he loves playing those computer games. And he's always on that shit, bro, constantly. So he get on there and fuck you up on that shit. He probably has like a mod. He comes in there with Thanos and shit, just fucking destroys your car.
Dude, you gotta have a nice ass computer, and then they got like special controllers for the shit, and like it's just so like those are like real gamers, like people that play on the computer. Like they got like special chairs and shit that moves around when they
they got like chairs that vibrate, and then the speakers right by your ear. Like I'm in the cockpit, Yoda 1, let's go. It's like what the fuck?
The only games I used to play on the computer was The Sims and Roller Coaster Tycoon, dude. Like, I never got off into like real gaming. I did used to play Turok. Remember Turok with the dinosaurs and shit?
Turok the dinosaur. I remember the game. I never really played it though.
Dude, that was my shit. But I never got into gaming on the computer like that, man. I always had a PlayStation. Like,
I've had. If we go back in all the systems, we go back way back in the day. Back in 1982, my dad bought us an Atari 2600. That thing was a beast. If you're out there, Google. Well, you know what we could do? We could share the screen here. Hold on. Let's go back to Atari 2600. Have you ever seen? Do you know what Atari 2600 is? You ever seen one?
No, I started with Nintendo.
This thing is fucking huge, dude. This thing is a beast, bro.
I started with Nintendo, and then we went to Super Nintendo, and then we went to Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn. All right, the Atari 2600 as seen in this picture right here. This thing right here, this cord went to the back. Back then, they used to have a little switch, and you'd unscrew it, and then you'd put the little horseshoe thing on, and you'd screw it back in. And there was two of those, and that would connect to the game system. And you'd have to put it on you'd either have channel 3 or 4. You'd put the TV on, and you'd flip it to whatever one you wanted. And there was actually a switch for color or black and white TV. How old this shit is? This game system came out in like the 70s, bro. It's old as fuck.
What was your favorite game?
On this one, I'll tell you what, man. There was a game called Haunted House. And you would go around the house, the haunted house, and it was just a little head. You were eyes with a little head, a little glowing head. And it would be dark, but you could light a match by hitting the button. And if you lit a match, you could see around the house. You only had so many matches, and you had to like get the keys in all 4 levels of this house. If you ever get a chance to go on YouTube and type in Haunted House gameplay, it was so fucking fun. And at the end, if you beat the game, it would go do 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 do, like digital code. It was so corny, but it was so fucking fun, man.
That's funny.
But I had so Atari 2600 back in 1982, and then in 1987 we got the Atari 7800. That was with like pole position and what were some of the games that came with that?
Gallagher, all them.
Yeah, Gallagher was on that. Gallagher was a little before that, but I mean, there's so many just random games. The thing where Atari fucked up with is Atari like let anybody license games. You know, with the PlayStation or with the GameCube, or not the GameCube, but the Switch and the Xbox. Only that people can make games for that Xbox, like only in that format. With the Atari, you had Pitfall. Yes, Pitfall was an awesome game. It was based on Indiana Jones.
Okay, so Pitfall was the Atari?
Yeah, Pitfall was the original Atari, yeah.
Okay, because I used to play Pitfall. My dad had me playing it, so that might have been the Atari. I was real young, though, but I used to love that game, man. Pitfall
came out in like 81, 82. It came out around the same time as Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and all that, because it was based on that kind of is what it was.
Yeah,
that game was shit.
I used to love that game.
Yeah, but then in 1989, it was either 88 or 89, we got the Super Nintendo, or just a regular Nintendo with like Mario. At the time, you buy one game, and it came with two games in one game. It was Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt were in the same game, and then you put the game in, and you have to put the joystick up what game you wanted to play. Yeah. It was really cool. But there was this 3-pack game. You could buy 3 packs. It was Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and there was this game with like a power pad, and it was like track and field or some shit. It was really weird.
I remember track and field. I remember the track and field game. They had like an Olympics game.
I remember the Olympics games go back to 84, I think. I remember there was this one game called hold on.
That's on fire, Joe. I'm high. I'm pretty rough.
Hell yeah. Whoa. That was a fucking power hit there, bro. Jesus.
He's a fat ass toad.
What was I was talking about something. I totally forgot. I can't remember. Anyways, moving along.
Something with the Olympics.
Oh, the Olympics, that's right. There was a game called my cousin Timmy had this game for the Apple, an Apple IIe. And it was like an Olympic Games or something. It was a really long time. It was my first experience, like looking at a cool computer because they had money back then. You know, my cousin. You ever had them rich cousins? They had all the cool shit. You didn't have it back in the 80s. Back in the 80s. Like people nowadays don't know the beauty of it. Nowadays, everybody has an iPhone. Everybody has a PlayStation. Everybody has this and that. Everybody has a big screen TV. Back in the day, everybody, you didn't have all that shit. Only the rich. You'd buy one thing, and that was it. Like, if you bought a Nintendo, that was all you had for a while. You didn't get any new thing else. You didn't get any new shoes.
Oh, yeah. That was like the one gift. Like,
and the price of games I remember back in 89, a Nintendo game was like $40. You know, nowadays, they're still about the same price. They're about $60, $70 now, depending where you're getting. But that's still crazy that the price never really went up or never really dropped or whatever.
We used to go to the flea market on the west side, and there was this dude who had a big game stand. And he would sell games cheap. I used to get every game from there, though. Like, he had a big game stand. I used to look forward to just going there just for that. Like,
well, and I remember with the Nintendo, you would rent games from the game store, and man, for some reason, their game programs would be fucked up. So, like, it would corrupt your system and shit. And if you let your buddies borrow games, and then so what you'd have to do? Anybody remember this? You take your console, go. And you had to blow into the game and put it back in there before it worked again.
Yeah, that's funny.
That shit was ridiculous. And then you take it to the shop, it'd be like a $75 chip they'd have to get from Japan or something. I don't like those good old days, bro. I like hold on. Now you just buy a game and that's it, bro. It always works.
So Mario and Donkey Kong was my two shits. Like, I used to just, and Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. That was in the Sega, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think I had it for the PlayStation 1.
You know, I don't think I ever had a Sega, bro, because I went from after the Super Nintendo, it was
and the Sega Saturn.
There were no games for a while I bought after the Super Nintendo. I never bought an N64. I went to the service in '95. I didn't really game for a while, and we had PlayStation 1s for a little bit. People were bringing over.
I had all the Segas, and I had, what was that Sega handheld that was like big as fuck? It was a big Sega handheld. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know there was this. The Dreamcast was the last one Sega came out with. Roy said Crash Bandicoot was on the PlayStation. What was the Romy? What was the name of the handheld for the Sega? I know what you're talking about, and I couldn't remember it.
I used to have that shit too. I used to play the Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers on that shit, man. On that Sega thing, I used to take it everywhere I went.
Do you remember a system called Neo Geo?
Yeah.
That was only off Game Gear, he said. Sega Game Gear. Sega Game Gear.
Man, yeah.
Man, you got a good video game memory there, Romy. That's awesome, bro. I like that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I forgot about the movable systems. I had a Game Boy Color. I remember that.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
And then I had that might have been it.
I had a Game
that's right. Jimmy said we got a Nintendo Switch, obviously.
A Game Boy Advance.
But it's weird because like after a while, I just started playing games on the phone. I didn't really fuck with the extra systems. It's like now, and I don't really play games anymore. I don't play games. Actually, I do play games, but not like video games. In life, I play games. I can tell people all kinds of funky shit. Especially, we're not going to get into that, but the dude, you should have came here, man. So these cookies are fucking awesome, man. I made cookies tonight, bro. Look, you see that?
Them cookies do be good as fuck. Like I don't even.
Dude, these shit is so raw, dude. It's fucking amazing.
I would just eat them. Like I wouldn't even think of it as like.
That's the problem is I make them. They taste so good. It's hard to. People are like, oh, I want to buy some cookies. I'm like, I don't know, man. These are good. I kind of want to keep them for myself. I didn't really do good on the don't get high off your own supply thing.
Right.
I mean, that's a stupid thing to say anyways. Don't get high off your own supply. If the guy's selling shit and he can't get behind it, how the fuck is it, if it's any good? Oh, this is good shit. Oh, don't smoke it though. Well, fuck you, because I know your shit's bad.
But what they mean by that is like just don't smoke all your shit. Like, no, I mean, you gotta balance it out depending on your profits. You gotta figure out, like how much you profit and how much you can keep for yourself, how much you be free. Like back when I used to sell, I used to do it just to smoke for free. Like I wasn't trying to make money or nothing. I was just it was just free shit.
That's the one they say in Scarface when they say never underestimate the other guy's greed. That's the line you got to take home because that shit was true. And the high supply thing, whatever, don't do that. Don't worry about that. But there was another one too. The other guy's greed. What was the other one she said? There was like 4 of them. They said, don't forget don't get high off your own supply. Don't underestimate the other guy's greed. And there was like 2 more. What was the other Scarface ones? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember because
Michelle Pfeiffer said them. She was sitting there at the table with Frank Lopez and Tony Montana.
Yeah, I forgot what he said.
I don't know, man. We're thinking too much about Scarface. That's a good movie, though.
I love that movie, dude. I love that. That's like one of my favorites. Like,
that was the first DVD I bought with Scarface. I bought this DVD player for my buddy Chris for $200. It's a big fucking thing. It's huge. It's like the size of a fucking Buick almost.
I did a show with Angel Salazar.
I know, that was awesome, man. That dude was in that movie. He was the little guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's cool as shit too. He's funny as fuck. He be getting drunk as fuck. He's raw, dude. He is so funny. This dude got damn near naked on stage, dude. Like
he got naked.
Man, this dude was wearing like 10 layers of clothes and he kept taking off layers and layers. And you kept thinking, all right, this gotta be it. But he kept taking more off. And when he got down to like his little Speedos, we was like, oh, please don't take them off. He was wild, dude. Like this dude. I think he's related to Pete. I swear.
You think so? Is Pete like Russian or some shit? What national? He doesn't talk with the English accent, with the American accent. What is he?
I think it's like Albania or some shit. I forgot.
It's like one of those East. You know who he is? Do you remember that? The one Grand Theft Auto where they had that dude from East Europe?
Mm-hmm.
The last one for 5. I bet you that's Pete. They based it on Pete, right?
Could be, but
what was that dude's name? You know what I'm talking about? The guy with I mean, when are they going to come out with a new Grand Theft Auto, dude?
I don't know. Shit, the Grand Theft Auto 5 popping right now. Like
5 came out in 2013, bro. Jimmy wasn't even in preschool then, man. He wasn't even preschool, dude. He's like in 5th grade now.
The online shit is raw. I got a weed farm and a fucking cocaine plant. Like I do that, and all I do is go to the casino and bet on horses.
That was a funny way to do it. You just go to the casino and just bet the horses. It just if you didn't do it, then you just reset the game, do it again, and keep doing it until you hit it, and then save. Just get unlimited money.
I won like 3 of the like special cars that they got that you can win. Like when you spin the wheel, I won like 3 of the cars. Like I mean, I got that, and then I just sit there and bet on horses all day for real. But that's all I do is sell weed, cocaine, and go to the casino. Like the online is popping.
Do you remember Vice City is still my favorite though, just because. Well, I mean, you've seen that Vespa, but the only reason I bought that was because it was in Vice City, bro. That was a fucking sweet looking car, man.
Vice City is where they introduced the strip club, right?
Yes, I was just about to get in it. In Vice City, once you open up the one club where they play it, I can't remember the name of it, but they play. It's based on the one club where Marcito, is that his name? The guy, the Marcelo. Remember the club where the what the fuck, the Copacabana? Not the Copacabana. What's the name of that club? Where the guy from Law and Order is telling the jokes. It's like, is that cocaine you brought? And you're happy to see me. That one. When he's talking with Lopez and they shoot up. That club in Vice City is based on that.
For real? I briefly remember. I just remember with Vice City. I think all I remember is that strip club. And could you get the jetpack on that one?
No, that was San Andreas.
Oh, that was San Andreas.
San Andreas was with CJ. I like San Andreas because you could play. You could eat. I would just keep going to the fucking burger store, just get them fat as fucking shit. Walk around with the pink mohawk, all fucking fat, and
So San Andreas, I spent most of my time at the casino. And
San Andreas was just so massive, man. You would just like play, and there'd be like board after board of nothing to do. You know what I mean? It wasn't. But then they went the opposite with the next one. I think it was 4 or whatever. It was so condensed after that. It was ridiculous. They could really. If they would, I hope Rockstar Games always has a way of like working on games secretly and not behind the scenes and all that. I hope right now they are working on one because I mean, if they drop the fucking like, GTA 6 super expansion or whatever, that would blow the fuck up. I would buy that bitch right now, bro.
So
straight up.
So 4 was a very weird Grand Theft Auto to be like. It was cool. The graphics, they really upgraded on the graphics, and like I don't know, like. But it was weird. Like I wasn't really feeling the character on 4, though.
Yeah, 4 was completely ridiculous. The Vice City will always be my favorite. Some of the characters in
like when you pick up prostitutes and shit, dude. I gotta find this video on my phone because this shit we picked up the prostitute and we tried to zoom in on the camera to see how it looked, and the shit is so fun. The video is so funny, dude. Like I gotta find this shit.
Well, I like how everybody who plays Grand Theft Auto thinks they're original. Oh, let me kill the hooker after I bang her in the car. No, you're not original. Everybody does that.
That's one of my jokes I tell on stage, how my life is like Grand Theft Auto. Or how I wish my life was like Grand Theft Auto. Because I got a weed farm. I pick up prostitutes and then I kill them and get my money back. And like the crowd be laughing at that shit. They don't even be knowing what Grand Theft Auto is. Like, but they just laugh at that. They just think that's funny.
Romy says that Rockstar is one of the best developers ever. That's so fucking true, dude. They got their games like Red Dead Redemption and all the other shit, man. I'm not really even a big gamer, bro, but they do have me.
Rockstar and Naughty Dog. Them two make the best games, dude.
I miss Neversoft. They used to come out with, I think they disbanded like 15 or whatever, but they came out with all the Tony Hawk series. Tony Hawk was my shit. I know they came out with like a different version of Tony Hawk, like a 2 and 3 remaster or something with the original controls or whatever.
The first one, they came out with the first 2, the first and the second. I want it. It's like $40. Which
ones do you remember? Any of the Tony Hawks? Which Tony Hawk was your favorite?
The first one. My favorite Tony Hawk was probably Tony Hawk Underground 6 or some shit.
Underground was sweet. I'll tell you what, part 3. It was 3 or 4. No, I think 3 for the PlayStation 3 was the best because there was Tony Hawk 3 came out for the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, but the PlayStation 3 version had like the different version of the airport. It was really sweet, man. They had awesome hidden characters. You could be Wolverine and all that shit. But like in PlayStation 2, they introduced the revert. Like you're coming down it was the manual. But like you doing one, it's like a wheelie kind of. They call it a manual. And then you could extend tricks off of that. Then in part 3, they came out with the revert. So you come down the ramp, You just switch the skateboard, and you go right into a manual and come all the way up the other side and keep doing tricks. Man, you just get some fucking sick lines on that shit, dude.
That's what I'm trying to remember. I think it was Underground 6. I think it's called Underground 6 or something. It was where you like the story mode, you was doing shit for like the movies and all that. You was in Hollywood.
Yeah. Was that the one where you had to do the kickflip over the helicopter coming off the building?
Yeah, you had to you had to do that giant bomb dropping shit on that. Dude, that was my favorite one, man.
That was Tony Hawk Underground. Then they came out with Underground 2, which was kind of comical because they introduced Bam Margera and Phil Margera, and you had to like do a bunch of stupid shit. That one was kind of stupid. And after that, it just kind of lost its luster. Romy said they remastered Tony Hawk for PlayStation 4. That's what I was kind of talking about. I think I saw. I don't have a 4, so once the PlayStation 4 is like $100. See, I don't even know, but even then, because eventually they're going to come out with something that plays all of them, and I'll probably just buy that. But even then, I'll just lose interest, and I probably won't buy any of them because it's like, I don't know. It's just I'm on Facebook too much to really even worry about a video game anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like, woo. So it's like, fuck all that. But no, in honor of so the Supreme Court, for those little gear change here for a moment, we can still get back into some video games, but there's some other things we got to talk about too here. Now, the Supreme Court said that restrictions on religious services, like the size of religious services, are unconstitutional. Did you hear that?
No, really?
Yeah. So what had happened was in New York City, a lot of these Orthodox Jewish congregations, that's at least what I was told, were having just these huge size. Whoa, get down. Fucking cat, dude. Now this fucking cat treats all over the computer.
Hey, that's a blooper, dude.
I was gonna give him like 1 or 2. Now he's gonna fucking go crazy. Go. Yeah. So what they sued, I guess, and the Supreme Court this week 5-4 passed a thing to where they couldn't do it. So this got me thinking: what are the top 5 best not best, but most monumentous court decisions of all time? Supreme Court decisions of all time. I put together a list, and we'll go over it right now. So number 5 is Brown versus Board of Education in 1954. Now, do you know what that is?
Yeah, I remember talking about it in school.
Anybody out there in TV land, if you're watching, do you know what Brown versus Board of Education is? If you do, chime in. It is the landmark decision in which the United States state laws establishing racial segregation in public I can't even fucking talk. Basically, they said that segregation of schools is unconstitutional. So, like, my kids and your kids could, by law, you go to these schools and you go to the black schools or whatever. They ruled that totally unconstitutional. That was pretty landmark at the time, because
isn't that when they sent them 5 black kids to school?
Yes, I think it was. I think that had something to do with it down in, what was that, Mississippi or
something? Or
Alabama? No, I think it had to have been Alabama because they did it with Forrest Gump. Remember?
Yeah, it's probably in Birmingham or something.
You remember? Because remember Forrest Gump? They came out with remember he was standing there and he's like, why are you letting all those coons in the school? And then Forrest Gump was like, oh, the last time I had coons come into school, my grandma just shoot them out with the thing. He thought he was talking about raccoons and freaking because he was all innocent. That was one of the funniest lines in the fucking movie. All right, number 4, United States Miranda versus Arizona, 1966. Do you know what that is?
I don't think so. Not by the name.
Miranda. You ever heard of the Miranda rights?
Yeah.
The right to
remain silent,
talk, and then there's a lawyer in there, I think, too, right? Isn't that one of them? Wait, hold on. Let me click this link here.
You got the right to an attorney, and anything you say will be held against you in the court.
Here we go. Miranda versus Arizona was a landmark decision of the United States Supreme Court in which the court ruled that the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution prevents prosecutors from using a person's statements made in response to interrogation, police custody as evidence in their trial, unless they could show that the person was informed of the right to consult with the attorney before, during questioning, and the right against self-incrimination before police questioning. So basically, if you ever get told you have the right to, now see, they're a little loose with that. I think, you know what I mean? Because they'll just say, "Oh, do you want an attorney?" You're like, "No, I just want the truth." You know, because if you're like, say you're drunk or you're, you know, pissed off at the cop or something, and they're talking with you, they'll bait you with a lot of these questions. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I think the way it should be, there should be an attorney present before any questioning gets sent. If it's something where you're going to be arrested on, you know what I mean? It makes no sense. And they see you have a right to an attorney. You don't have the right to a good attorney. They're going to give you some public defender who's probably not going to care and try to cut some deal, depending on how much money you got. You know what I mean? It's a little fucked up. That was a pretty landmark case, though. I mean, it was really big. All right, number 3 in our top Supreme Court decisions of all time was Bush v. Gore, 2000. Do you remember that?
No.
It's George Bush and Al Gore back in the year 2000. For those of you familiar with Constitution or elections and all that, what happened was the state of Florida had a ballot. They had these things called hanging chads. So they had chads. So you poke them out with a little stick. You ever seen like an all-star game ballot or something? You're voting for like an all-star, like the NBA all-star game or something. You poke those little holes out in the ballot. Well, it was like that with the ballot. And what people were doing, they were poking the thing, but it wasn't going through all the way. Or whatever, there was only 539 votes that separated Bush from beating Gore. And they went through and recounted, and the way the ballot was looked, Pat Buchanan was on the Reform Party at the time, and it was called the butterfly ballot. They had 2 sides to the ballot. So, like, there was like 5,000 votes in the one county that went to Pat Buchanan because of the weird style ballot, and Gore would have won if it would have been for that weird style ballot. But the lawsuit was basically just gave the election to Bush. But that was a very monumental one as well. Number 2 in the top Supreme Court decisions of all time. This is the material you get when nobody shows up. I'm sorry. Hey, it happens. Number 2 is One versus Illinois, 1879. Do you know what that is?
No, I didn't even hear the first part. Who versus Illinois?
One versus Illinois, 1876.
No, what was that about?
A Supreme Court case in which the court upheld the power of state governments to regulate private industries that affect the common good. Basically, it regulates interstate trade, it looks like. I should have really read more of these. Whatever, that one's boring. All right.
Don't nobody know what that one is.
Right. And then number 1 Supreme Court decision of all time, in my opinion, was Gibbons versus Ogden of 1824. You ever heard of that?
No.
That was a landmark decision. Oh, that was the interstate commerce one. Okay, I knew that one. So that was the interstate commerce one. So I didn't even think I put Roe v. Wade on there, but whatever. We're not going to do any of that. Moving along to segment 4. Okay. We're slowly losing more viewers. Oh, let's do some logo tests, bro. Check this out. So here's the original StreamYard logo you get with the package. Can you see that at all in the upper right corner?
Yeah.
All right, there's the original StreamYard logo you get with the package. If you pay for the StreamYard Premium, you can get rid of the logo. But I got some other logos. Here's the regular podcast logo from the original one. You can barely see. That one's okay. Here's the one I got for the channel on YouTube. If you can see that. That one's all right. I like that one.
Yeah, that's the best. I like that one.
This one is just a picture of Chief Wahoo. I just like the way it looks. This one is if we were like a podcast that sold like makeup, that's what our logo would look like.
Victoria's Secret.
Like Joe's STD Boutique or some shit. Like selling holistic makeup on the back of a fucking station wagon to homeless people. All right, that's a picture of I bought these shoes the other day. Don't tell the wife, but I bought these shoes. They were on sale and I had to buy them. They were KD's Kevin Durant 13s, I think it said.
Okay.
That's not really a logo either. This guy, I just like the way this guy looks. He looks like he's going to give a good deal on something.
Yeah, I was about to ask. He's been sitting up there for a minute. I'm like, who is that dude?
Good price. And then I got the picture of me and Ricky just randomly.
Oh,
I can add any logo to it as well. What do you are those 8 ones? Which one do you like the best? This guy probably. I'm gonna say this guy.
Yeah, he's been sitting up there for a minute. I like the STD with the microphone.
I do too. That one's kind of raw. I think that's the one I got as the regular channel logo at least.
Yeah, I like that one.
All right, now last week's Browns game. Did you watch the Browns game last week, bud?
I watched some of it.
Let me tell you what, man. It was like the 3rd fucking game in a row that I went to that was fucking freezing. Now, for those of you who don't watch Browns football too much, let me go back and explain to you. The Browns-Raiders game was about 3-4 weeks ago, I think. And it was, it was raining, it was windy, but it wasn't too bad. And then at halftime, we come back out, and it was just 50-mile-an-hour winds, 40 degrees. The rain was blowing up like in Forrest Gump. We're getting back to Forrest Gump again. I mean, it was like the Browns were just. It was a hellacious performance. It was like 8 minutes into the half. We're like, you want to leave? It's like, yep, because it was just horrible. Then next week, or the week after the bye, we were playing Houston. Yeah, it was Houston. So we're sitting there in the national anthem. You know, I'm standing there. You know, you stand with the what's that? And all of a sudden, keep getting where you start raining and get hit in the head with fucking hail, dude. It was literally hitting, and I was going like this. I was like, fuck this. I put my only time I've ever had my hat back on during the anthem. I was like, I ain't getting my head. I got a bald head. That shit hurts. So I'm sitting there, and they were like, okay, the game delayed because of lightning. Get it. I've never been hurt by hail like that before. That was so bad. But at least we won that game. So that brings us to last weekend. We were playing the Philadelphia Eagles. And there was forecast for rain the whole time, dude, the whole time. So we get down there. Or first off, I'm not going to get into any of that, but so it was me, Mike Cruz, and Hernan. And we get down there, and boy, it was just this whole time was just fucking drizzling and just raining and cold.
Yeah.
I mean, I just sat there. I mean, it was a decent game, I guess, but man, it took me a good couple days to unthaw from that, dude. It was a little fucked up, man. I couldn't. That weather was just.
You lucky.
Man. I can't. We need a dome bad. If you're out there, you're listening, Elder.
We could take a half dome. Like we don't even need a.
Not Elder. Who owns the Browns now? It's Jimmy Haslam. If you're out there, Jimmy Haslam, if you're watching the show, man, put a dome on that motherfucker, man. I will pay an extra $50 a ticket for the dome fee to rebuild your dome, bro. Everybody will. As much as it takes to get this dome, man, because we need a dome. That shit is fucking ridiculous. I cannot stand that shit.
I think we'll play better than the dome.
We would. Baker could at least see where he's throwing. I mean, it was weird. You know what pissed me off too? It was like the weather was only bad for the Browns game. Like it wasn't bad for any other time during the week. Like during the 1 week, it was really nice. You know, the way I took the Vespa out. During the Browns game now, the only week that day was shitty as fuck the whole day. Literally 3 weeks, the last 3 games. And the next game is a Monday night game. So you know that's not going to be good. If it even has it. Oh, that's we're going to get into this too. The Ravens had earlier in the week had J.K. Dobbins and their other running back, Marcus Ingram, tested positive for the virus. And then a couple days later, Lamar Jackson tested positive for the virus. What do? They postpone the damn game. So they take it off of Thanksgiving. How bad did that piss people off? Check this out, dude. I think you saw this on Facebook. There were people in Pennsylvania who had reservations for the game and hotels and stuff, and they had to switch everything because they switched it. So they got to do it again because they moved the game again to next, like, I think it's Monday night or it's not going to be on Sunday now. They would have never done that shit for the Browns. Myles Garrett test positive. The Browns still got to play. That's some bullshit, and they better figure it out because detecting you playing favorites just because you got Lamar in there is a little fucking stupid, if you ask me. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, they're going to lose anyway, so it don't matter. They can just play their second string.
Right, it's culpability. Those guys went out there and fucking had their problems and shit.
That ain't no different than them getting injured and got to sit out a game, so they might as well just they got sick, so they got to make them play. Shit, they got other players.
Exactly, if your whole damn team does it. Fucking, you know what are you gonna do? Hire somebody. Shit.
They postponed and shit. And then what if these people that got COVID came back, like Jackson got injured or something? Now he out, it still got to play the second string. So it's like, come on, man, let him play.
And fucking stupid shit.
It's bullshit, man. They fucking up sports bad, dude. They messing up sports so bad right now.
Well, I watched like a couple seconds. You bring your cat ass down. A couple seconds of I think it was North Carolina, a basketball game was playing somebody, and they don't have fans there. And college basketball is horrible without fans, if you ask me.
Yeah, the fans is the best part about college basketball.
Right, the Cameron Crazies and the fucking, I don't know what the Tar Heel ones are called, the Durham Crazy People or some shit.
Maybe
I got a message. Remind me to message Tyler Hansborough again, see if he's back from China. He was supposed to go to China and play basketball. They say he would do the show if he wasn't going to China, but I got to message him again. But yeah, man, college basketball is fucking just not the same. And football, I mean, it's cool with the Browns because at least you got some fans there, but you miss the assholes, the elbows walking out. You miss high fiving people, hugging people. wearing the stupid mask. I mean, do we have to wear the mask? Fine, whatever, okay, but it's been 11 months or 8 months or whatever. Can we get to the point where we don't wear it? I mean, I don't want that to be like the new thing we do all the time, Oh, every time you go out in public, you got to wear this mask, forever. I don't want to live in society like that. Just get over it and give me the damn cure. Fuck with this shit. Yeah, so I don't know how they're going to start baseball on time. They're probably not. I mean, baseball is going to lose money hand over fist if they got to start another season. Last year, what they did with baseball was fucking stupid. 60-game season and everything ended fast. I ain't got time for all that shit.
With the cardboard fans?
Right. The car. You remember? There's a video out there. I don't own it, so I can't show it. But the guy hits a foul ball, and like hits the baby, hits the cardboard baby, and takes half the baby's head off with the foul ball.
For real?
Yeah. All right. So now on Sunday, no, not Sunday, Saturday. For those of you who don't know, this is my buddy Andrew was talking about this. Andrew, this is your topic right here. I was actually wanting to talk about this, but I kind of forgot. But Mike Tyson is fighting Roy Jones Jr. in a pay-per-view. Now, the pay-per-view is this much I know, and if you're out there listening, you know more than I'm telling you, chime in. But this much I know that it's $50. Hopefully it's not one of those things where it's $50 for standard definition and then $60 for high definition, but whatever. And it's Saturday night. Mike, the main event is Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. I just saw a picture of Roy Jones Jr. on social media. He looked pretty out of shape and flabby. But the rules of the fight, as far as I could tell from the articles and whatnot, it said it was like an 8-minute fight or 8 rounds, 2-minute rounds or something. There's no knockdowns. It doesn't even sound like a fun fight, to be honest with you.
It's an expedition fight, which means there's no knockdown. There's no winner, really. And, I mean, the rules is there's no knockouts, really. And if you get cut, whoever get cut first, they end the fight. What was the other rules? It was a couple little rules, but it's like an expedition fight. Like, in the beginning, when they first started talking about this and hype and, like, brought it out, it was really supposed to be like a charity thing. But now they're trying to make some money off of it. So it was supposed to be like a charity thing. But they still got the rules. Nate Robinson is in it.
That was just going to talk about that. Nate, well, let's finish up with the Tyson fight and we'll get into Nate Robinson stuff. I don't know why they wouldn't just, I mean, Tyson's in good shape. I've seen his training videos. Why don't they just throw Tyson up against, one of the later, I mean, Roy Jones Jr. is just horrible. I mean, give me somebody who's been a heavyweight within the past 5 years, who's in their 40s. Tyson could box one of those guys. Well, what are the Klitschko brothers doing? I mean, what are
them two agreed to it? Because I read that Holyfield wants to fight Tyson again.
That'd be a nice one. I would pay good money to see Tyson and make that. And I follow Holyfield on Instagram. I've seen his training videos. I'd pay money for that. That'd be a good fight. Shit. Yeah. Oh, I mean, who you got in the Tyson Roy Jones Jr. fight? It's got to be Tyson. I don't even think there's a winner. I mean,
the thing is they're two different weight classes. And the thing is, Roy Jones got longer reach. So if Roy Jones can just hit and run, he'd be cool. Tyson really got to stay inside. And I don't know if he's as fast as he used to be. So I don't think he'd be able to stay inside like he used to be. But I don't know. But Jones can win if he just hit and run because he got long reach. Tyson don't have that kind of reach. But if Tyson land one of them punches, I mean, Tyson can fuck around and hit Roy Jones 2 times and accidentally cause a cut, and they're going to fight right there. Like,
I hope it just goes the distance and it's at least entertaining. I don't know. I mean, I got more hopes for the undercard, which brings us into the undercard here.
I don't know how serious they're going to be. Like, I don't know. Like, what if Tyson have a flashback and just start?
Right, bites his ear off and shit. That's what people are hoping for. I mean, Tyson's always a good show. But what I'm liking about, also if you're watching the channel for the first time on a replay later on, check out the Peter McNeely interview. It's our highest rated show ever by a factor of like 100. But the undercard now, you got former New York Knick Nate Robinson. He's boxing YouTuber Jake Paul. Or I think it's now are both of them YouTubers, Jake and Logan Paul, or is it just one of them YouTuber?
I don't know. I think the one he's fighting is a YouTuber though.
Because they both these guys, Jake and Logan Paul, because Kayla graduated around the same time they did in high school, and they grew up right down the road here in Westlake. If you've ever played soccer by Bradley Fields, there's a house. I think it's right down the street on Bradley. I think it's probably still there. My parents still might live over here, but they live in California now. But I was reading up on Logan Paul back in 2000. This is kind of fucked up, but back in 2017, he was going to tape this place in Japan where people are known to commit suicide all the time. And but when he got up there, somebody actually just committed suicide like recently, and he was on a live feed and he just kept it up there. So there's like this dead ass hanging body on YouTube for fucking a couple months before they made it take him down. So he was real controversial, and then he got booted from YouTube and all that. But I guess they're pretty good boxers, man. They both of them were pretty. Jake Paul's pretty fucking cut, man, for what I've seen on his training videos and shit. So that one I'm looking forward to. He's boxed. Nate Robinson was a former slam dunk champion. You remember the dunk contest in 05, 06 versus him and Dwight Howard with the Superman costume. Remember that one?
Yeah.
That one was pretty raw. So I don't know who's gonna win, but hopefully that fight's at least entertaining. And then the other 3 fights, I have no clue who any of the guys are.
So is all the fights on the card though like no knockouts, or is it just?
Oh my god, I sure as fuck hope not. Oh, that would suck. Hopefully it's just like that for the old guys, not the rest of the card. Right. They ain't wearing headgear, are they?
I don't know, because I mean these people aren't really professional boxers. Like Nate Robinson ain't no professional. Like
they're gonna be wearing fucking headgear and knee pads and shit.
It's gonna look like the amateurs. It's gonna be like the amateurs. They gotta wear the red and blue thing.
And golden gloves and shit.
The golden gloves.
It's fucking ridiculous, man. They need to really bring. Oh, did you see? This is kind of related to boxing and fighting, but the UFC main event for this weekend, they had to cancel the main event part because the main fighter tested positive for COVID-19.
Really?
Yeah, and UFC is supposed to be on Fight Island. So how are they getting COVID-19 if they're on Fight Island, bro?
I don't know, man. Some don't add up.
I want to see, I don't know, man. I really want to see a rock concert or, like something at the Q where it's full capacity. I can't. It feels like we've been doing this forever. It was supposed to be like a 6-week thing. Why isn't that like 3rd, 5th, 6th wave? What is like? Okay, if we're masking every day, why isn't it working? It's not working. They keep going up.
We kept trying to tell people the mask is not gonna. That's not what's gonna work. Like you're not gonna. We kept trying to tell people that, but they don't want to hear that. The media is what hype anything up. Whatever the media say, the world goes with it. But people take away their common sense when it comes to the media. Like it's like, come on, man.
These cookies are so good.
I believe it, dude. They look good, and I'm high.
Man, they are fucking good. I'm probably gonna eat the rest. I was gonna say those 4, but I'm probably gonna eat the rest of them just because they're so good.
Just eat them. Man.
Oh, I will eat them. I don't know if I'm gonna eat all 4 tonight. Maybe I'll save a couple for the morning, but they're really good, dude. I like them. Now, my buddy. I had a buddy who's getting the fight. Now, I was gonna invite everybody over to his house, but I can't do that because if I did that, there's legal things involved. Like, what if somebody shows up and he doesn't like him and somebody's head gets cut off or something, bro? I can't have that on my conscience. Yeah. So, the fight's tomorrow on. Does anybody know what the service is? Because I told Bob I know and I don't know. What pay-per-view? Hopefully, you could just stream it from the phone. What service is this shit on?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who getting it because I'm gonna go crash somebody's party.
Mike Tyson fight. Let's see here. Pay-per-view. Price, notification, rules. Here, let me bring this up on the other screen here. Hold on. We'll bring this up on. Oh, excuse me. Let me do stop screen, share screen, screen 2. Okay. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. Fight card, date, pay-per-view price, rules, location, start time for the exhibition.
Yeah, where are they fighting at?
Staples Center in Los Angeles. 2 legendary boxing names will once again enter the ring this weekend when former champions Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. meet in an 8-round exhibition match from the Staples Center in LA. After months of build-up, as well as a delay of the original date by 2 months, Tyson and Jones Jr. finally meet in the ring in what the California Athletic Commission has deemed sparring in hopes that neither fighter goes for the knockout. But don't tell the two that have said multiple times this is going to be a legitimate fight, blah, blah, blah. Gives us history of Tyson. History of Jones. This card will feature some more celebrity attractions as YouTube influencer Jake Paul takes on former NBA player Nate Robinson in a cruiserweight fight. The two have beefed over social media. Uh-oh. Social media beef. Dun, dun, dun.
Bro, they just hype this shit up, dude. This ain't no fight. All them, they probably friends.
Right, leading this interesting showdown. Paul, who made his professional debut in January at the first round TKO, will have the height advantage of 6'1", but Robinson should not be counted out. Below is all the information we know about the bout, including the fight card, odds, and rules. Be sure to check this page often. All right. So these other fights are only different rounds too. So Tyson Jones is 8 rounds. Paul Robinson is 6 rounds. Badu Jack versus Blake McCarron is 8 rounds. Those guys are light heavyweights. Vidal Riley versus Rashad Coulter is 6 rounds. Those guys are cruiserweights. And then we got some other card. Looks like Tyson's the favorite. That's about it. Yeah, it didn't really give me much of the rules there, but yeah, hopefully they both not kill each other, but I do want to see a good fucking fight.
First person to get a cut, though. See, the problem is, first person to get a cut, they're gonna end the fight. I mean, It will take a couple cuts for a knockout, so we might not see a knockout because they're gonna try to end the fight before somebody can get knocked out, unless they just so happen to land a one-punch blow, dude, like before cuts and shit, But
I mean, if Tyson does, say Tyson comes out and does his 30-second thing, and remember that fucking not Buster Douglas, but it was against Spinks, I think. That pay-per-view comes out in like 91 seconds the first round, just boom, knocks him out.
Yeah, my whole family was mad. I remember I was young, but I remember my family being mad about it.
I remember when Tyson, after McNeely, McNeely was the first round knockout, but after McNeely he fought like Bruce Seldon, right? This one guy in prison, and that fight was it looked so hokey. Like at least McNeely tried to fight him. It looked like Seldon was fake, and he just fell over. So after that, I think it was the first Tyson Holyfield fight. What they did was they guaranteed you 5 rounds. I think they would charge $10 a round on the pay-per-view. So like if it went 2 rounds, it'd only be $20. But it ended up going like 6 or 11 rounds, so it passed it up anyways. But I remember that one fight they did that because people were getting sick of paying the $50, $60 for a fight to be over with in 30 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we got the Cavs season coming up as well. Whoa, back up, baby. Now, a lot of people don't know this. The season debuts in less than a month. This is a quick turnaround time. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with fans yet. I haven't read anything. I hope they let us in. If they let us into the Cavs games, I'm going to try to go to some.
Are they back in the bubble?
I hope that. As far as I know, they're not going to be in the bubble. That bubble had to have been sucky. I mean, they got through it with no COVID cases, but that's not no way to live. I mean, just ordering fucking food every night and playing video games. I mean, you can't even see your wife, kids, uncle, hairdresser, or nails guy, or weed guy, or anything like that. It'd be a little ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Shit, but yeah, I heard on the radio earlier the Cavs have the lowest projected win total of any team in the league. So it's gonna be a long year, dude. Long year. Pat was talking about we got JaVale McGee, which he's like 30. Okay, Google. How old is JaVale McGee?
32 years old.
Okay, so he's not that old, but he seems like he's fucking 39. But I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but in terms of NBA, he's washed up. We gave him like a second. We got like a second round pick 4 years from now or some shit. I don't know. And then we got some other guy. And they drafted Okoro. The whole team's young. I don't know, man. I see no hope for the Cavs this year. Tristan Thompson's gone. He signed with the Boston Celtics. 2 years, $19 million. And then they got Delly back on a 1-year vet minimum. So, yay, we got Delly. We got Delly.
I was surprised at how many people are so happy that Tristan is gone.
Right. Like he was a serviceable player. People, they think that we don't have the Kardashians no more. That's probably what it was.
I mean, he came clutch at times.
He was okay. I mean, they won a championship, so that's good. I heard somebody was talking about retiring his number. Like, don't do that. It wasn't that good.
Right.
Wasn't close. Shit.
Right.
All right. The next segment is probably gonna be the final segment, but I was gonna do this with Josh if he was gonna be here. But have you ever heard of the Dirty Sanchez and stuff like that? The Upper Decker funny moves. You know what I'm talking about? Like, for example, the Dirty Sanchez is. I can't say these too loud because Jimmy's up here. Hey, Jimmy. Never mind, buddy. I'll just speak low. Or you have to talk low because I can't say him too loud. But all right. So a Dirty Sanchez is where you're doing, at least as far as I can remember. It's when you're doing. So these are hard to say because they're so funny. But a Dirty Sanchez is where you stick your finger in her bum, right, in the girl's butt, the butthole part, and you get some poop on the tip of the thumb, right? And you give her a mustache like a Mexican. It's called Dirty Sanchez.
I've heard of that, but I never knew what it was, and I can't believe that's what it was.
All right, hold on one second. I actually gonna have to ask Jimmy to leave for this segment because this is gonna get kind of gross. Hey, bud, can you go outside for about 10 minutes? Okay, I got really gross shit I gotta talk about. All right, go pee and then go. Just hang outside for about 10, 15, okay? This is gonna be fucking disgusting. All right, so bear with me, guys, while I clear the studio.
You should show him the 2 girls, 1 cup and record his reaction.
Oh my god, he would probably jump out the fucking window.
Yeah, that'll scar him for life, man.
All right, so yeah, so like
I didn't know that's what that was, dude. I've heard of that before, but I never knew that is horrible. Like, what the fuck?
All right, since I think we talked about 2 girls, 1 cup on the show before, but I think 2 girls, 1 cup was fake. I don't think it was poop. I think it was like one of those dolls made up to put ice cream out. Because my reasoning is like this, dude. If you've ever been around shit and you're not in the toilet, dude, that shit makes you gag. You're like, you can't.
There's no
you
way.
can't. Yeah, in the video, they're making out in the shit, dude. There's no way they wouldn't have puked all over each other. There's no way.
No way, dude. That's what I'm saying.
No way. Their gag reflexes would have fucking kicked in like a goddamn tsunami, bro. There's no way that shit happens like that. Hold on, let me check, make sure the coast is clear because some of these are funny, bro. All right, yeah, Jimmy's gone now. Okay, so check.
They don't even look like you went nowhere.
Well, he went down the stairs, if you remember my house. But so some of my favorites, we're gonna bring up a website here with some of the funnier ones with the whole list. I'm gonna try to go through as many as I can before the show's over. But there's do you remember? There's a move called the Alaska Pipeline. Do you know what that is?
No.
All right, the Alaska Pipeline is where you shit in a condom, right? And then you put it in the freezer overnight, okay? And then you take it out the next day, and then you have the shitsicle, and you use that as a dildo to start fucking her with. It's called an Alaska Pipeline.
I am so fucking done.
All right, that's one. This is one this is one of my favorite ones too. I remember from earlier. I was talking with Josh on a DM, and I remember this one. Do you know what a glass bottom boat ride is?
No, I don't know what none of these are.
All right, a glass bottom boat. Like, this is pretty gross, bro. I guess hey, listen, if you're driving or you got kids in the room, get those kids out of the room because this is nasty. A glass bottom boat ride is where you put saran wrap on somebody's face, and then you take a shit over the saran wrap.
I'm fucking done.
That is so foul, dude.
Who thought of this shit? I've never laughed so hard in my life.
All right, am I too there? Now this one's a combo move. Okay, this is a little older, but it's a combo move. There's a first move and then there's a variation of it. Okay, it's called there's a move called the rusty trombone. Do you know what a rusty trombone is?
I've heard of it.
All right,
but I don't know what it is.
All right, I'll describe it in graphic detail for those of you who don't know what it is. Okay, a rusty trombone. Imagine this is a girl's ass, right? You're eating a girl's ass like this. No, wait, a girl's eating your ass like this. And at the same time, she's stroking your wang like this. It's called a rusty trombone because it looks like she's playing the trombone and her face is in your fart box. All right. Now, there's a variation of this. Now, for me to explain this variation, do you remember the jazz guy named Dizzy Gillespie? His cheeks would get all puffy when he was playing.
No.
There's a version of the rusty trombone called the Rusty Gillespie where you're doing the rusty trombone, but you fart in her mouth and her cheeks like Dizzy Gillespie, so it looks
Dude, that is like that. Dude, that's why my ass eating joke came about. And my fear about eating ass, because I said I don't want her farting in my mouth. Because I said it probably feel like a puppet in the head. Dude, that's dude.
I got a list. No, I have a list of. There's a list of a bunch of these. Some of these I remember, some of these I don't. But okay, so this is courtesy of TaylorEdge.com. Now this one I remember. Do you remember the Angry Dragon?
No, I don't remember none of these jokes. I don't know these.
All right, this one's funny. I'll read it as they say it, because sometimes the definition of when they say it's funnier. An angry dragon, immediately after you blow a load in a girl's mouth, you smack the back of her head, makes it come out of her nose. When she gets up, she looks like an angry dragon.
What the fuck? What if it don't come out her nose? Like,
then it doesn't work. Now, do you know what?
Get out of here for no reason.
Do you know what? Oh god, that one's nasty. Should I do that one? All right, yeah, fuck it. All right, a Bismarck. Ever heard of a Bismarck? It says this is involving oral sex. Right before you're about to come, all right, you pull out and you shoot all over her face. You follow that with a punch, and you smear all the blood and the cum together.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
All right, let's do the code of
these in porn, like on Pornhub. They probably got videos of that shit.
Oh, I forgot about this one. You ever heard of dogs in a bathtub?
Nah.
That's where you try to put your chicks in it, or you put your nuts in a chick's ass. It's like trying to put a bunch of dogs into a bathtub.
I am so down with this. This is crazy.
All right, I like this one, dude. The code of silence. It says, anytime you fuck a girl that's so dirty or ugly, you rip off the used condom, you gag her with it, tell her that you kill with it, and if she tell you a soul, what happened between the two of you?
That's fucked up.
I'm gonna go through some of the ones that I remember, because some of these are kind of
like,
let's see here. And some of these are obvious, some of them just aren't funny, but some are so fucking good. Oh, this one's good. The glazed donut. The act of taking a girl in the ass, pulling out, spewing all over her pastry buns, thus transforming her rump into the illusion of an oversized, quivering glazed donut, also known as a cop's delight. I like that one. Do you know what a blumpkin is? It's
I've heard that term.
Yeah, a blumpkin's just a blowjob when you're getting a blowjob when you're taking a shit. Is a blumpkin.
Oh, that's what that is. I've heard the term before. I never knew what it was.
There's one called it's called an upper decker. You can do that anywhere. That's just you need shit in the top part of the toilet.
What?
If you shit, you know how you can lift the bowl up and you see the mechanism, like the plumbing dipping mechanism, all that. If you lift that part up and you take a shit in that part instead of the main bowl, that's called an upper decker.
My God,
and the Wisconsin snowplow. Do you know what that one is?
No.
That's when you're killing it doggy style, and you just fucking take your hand and just push her slam her head right into the headboard like a fucking snowplow. Wisconsin snowplow. A variation of that is not really a snowplow, but you're doing the same thing. You're railing her doggy. It's called a flat tire. You're just railing her doggy and just kick out one of her arms. She just falls over. It's like a flat tire.
Why they call it Wisconsin? It started in Wisconsin or something.
I've heard it called Kentucky snowplow and Wisconsin snowplow. Wisconsin just makes more sense because there's more snow, I guess. This one's good. One in the fridge, one in the freezer. It says this move requires two people. That you and your buddy put one in her pussy and one in her butt, and at the same time you try to reach her uterus and large intestine at the same time. Oh, good.
That is crazy. I don't know what to say, dude. Like, that is nuts.
The Pasadena mudslide. Oh, this is so funny. All right. It says the act of leaving a windy shit between the tits of a woman while you straddle her neck for a blowjob. Oh, God.
Oh, are you serious?
You said they're getting your shit over titties and then plow. Just let loose the fucking mudslide. Oh my god, that is so fucking funny.
That's fucked up, man.
I can't. Some of these. Who comes up with this shit? The Ray-Bans. If you put your testicles over eye sockets while you're getting it head.
The Ray-Ban.
There's a very the Roman war helmet. You know what the Roman war helmet is?
No.
That's when you're standing behind her, and you just put your wang right over her nose. It looks like one of those old Roman war helmets. You could do that. That's one you could do with any girl that you have like a hotel room or where there's a mirror in the room because it's funny. You could just, hey, look, I'm going to give you the Roman war helmet. She's like, what's that? And look at you, look like a Roman warrior. And then she looks in the mirror like, get your dick off my nose.
That's hilarious, though.
The shop vac. It says the act of making a chick inhale your hog from behind while you're pulling the V.
What is a Cleveland steamer?
That's on here. I can read what they say it's called.
Ryan said that.
Oh, Ryan said that? Cleveland steamer. I always thought Cleveland steamer was when she just took a dump on a girl's chest. Let's see what it's not on this one. Let's see what the actual definition is.
I don't know if I would be comfortable doing that. Like
snowballing. Snowballing as defined by clerks is where you pop in a girl's mouth and then she switches it back in your mouth and you keep moving it back and forth until you get a big snowball.
What That is the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard. That is fucking stupid.
Oh, here we go. I've never actually heard this official full definition from UrbanDictionary.com of a Cleveland steamer. It says, Cleveland steamer is a sexual act in which one person craps on another person's chest and then sits down and rocks back and forth like a steamroller. So you...
That is stupid as fuck.
Who the fuck's gonna do that? You ever the chili dog is where you I'll have to expose for the chili dog. A chili dog is where you like if you lay a log right here and you start titty banging it right like that. That's a chili dog. It's kind of gross.
I'm mad. I just ate chili dogs the other day, bro.
Chili dogs are so good, though, bro. They're so good.
Dude, I made some chili cheese dogs, and I use the Nathan's. I use these fat ass hot dogs, dude. Like,
I forgot I had Pringles, bro. That's a good thing because I was just thinking of that chili dog. I know it's kind of weird going from describing what a chili dog is and context of this into being hungry for an actual chili dog. But man, one of those chili dogs really does sound good, bro. I love chili dogs.
me too, man. Okay.
There was another one called. I'm trying to think of some more fun. Oh, there was the OJ. The OJ is where you start stabbing her and cutting her. We're losing viewers by the second. You start stabbing her and then you start fucking the cuts. That's called the OJ.
You start fucking the cuts?
Yeah, you just start fucking all the cuts you just made. That's called the OJ.
That's fucked up. I wouldn't even trust that. You gonna catch something doing that shit.
This video is probably going to get taken down from YouTube, but that's okay.
Dude, no, they need to watch this. This is the funniest shit ever. Like, fuck that. That's some sensitive ass shit. If you think this shit is not funny, because whether you agree with it or not, it's funny, stupid shit. Like,
I told the one joke. I told the Alaska pipeline joke once. It was at remember when Barrio used to have that mic on Mondays?
Barrio, yeah, I never went to that.
I told that joke at Barrio on that Mondays. I don't know if it laughed or if anybody could hear it because the lights were so bright. I was not used to that kind of light at that time, and I was pretty drunk, so I don't know if the joke hit or whatever. But man, it was fucking. I think that was so funny. But if you get the wrong crowd, some people are grossed out by shit jokes and involved in all that stuff. It's some of it is kind of nasty, but I don't know, man.
Like it is fucked up and nasty, but it's funny. Like
it is so unnecessarily funny, dude. Like so fucking funny.
Like you should not. The names itself is funny.
There's names like the frothy walrus, strawberries and cream.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, dishonorable discharge. Some of them are just so fucking funny.
that's why when you came out randomly talking about the chili dogs, I was like, oh hell no, not the chili dogs. I like chili dogs.
Right, I'm gonna ruin chili dogs for everybody. We should come up with names for moves for everybody on the show. Well, yeah, you're good, buddy. Come on up. We're done with the really obscene stuff. They're talking about shit and spades. You can come back in the room now. Boy, I wonder how these jokes are going to play if I run for, and when I do get the mayor campaign run. I wonder if they're going to come back like, do you want this guy to run for mayor of your town? And they're going to cut to a video of me going, you know what a chili dog is, right? So when you take a dump right between her tits, you start teeth.
They're going to see this episode and be like, bro.
That would be
this guy is your man, and some of these people might be like, hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying, dude. People for all this time, for the brown starfish, people for all this time have always said we like people who are real, man. We like people who are just like us. Yeah. People who are funny, the drunk uncle and stuff like that. But the problem with Trump was he was kind of incompetent. You know what I mean? He didn't really care. Yeah. Somebody like me, bro. I may may sound spaced out and shit like that, but I'm smart as fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck. Fuck what you heard, bro. I'm good with people, and I'm smart as a motherfucker, and I'm not gonna let the people of North Olmsted down. That is my promise to you. I mean, I got the fucking penetrating voice. I'm fucking tall. People love tall people, dude. That's fucking. I'm gonna do good in this contest, bro. This mayor thing. I think so, at least. I mean, there's no way I can't. He ran unopposed last time, bro.
Yeah, I think you got it. You for sure got all of our votes.
Too bad only like one of us. Well, two of us live in the town. Tom and what's the other guy? Pat.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, Pat and Tom both live in North.
I love that cat, dude.
Well, this is funny. I was act like I'm gonna give it to him. He's about to fucking claw my face over.
Yeah, he about to get mad. I used to fuck with my cat like that. Then when he scratched me, I get mad at him.
I'll give it to you. You got to stay quick. Dang it. Hold on. I'll give you another one. Yeah, one more. There's a lobster flavored cat. I can't even say this shit straight, bro. Lobster flavored cat treats. Ow. Here, go over there. Enough with the cat treats. All right. That's ridiculous. All right, we have what was I gonna do? Oh, I gotta man, there's cat fur everywhere now. Fuck. I'm about to eat another one of those cookies, bro. Fuck yes. Yeah. All right, so we have an upcoming guest announcement. I didn't record it yet. It's not gonna be a live thing. I'm gonna record it and we're gonna air it later. But if you remember, there's a wrestler called Raven. You remember Raven?
Raven.
He used to come out with the. Let's see if we can pull up a picture. He used to come out with the garbage can. I think he was a ECW wrestler.
Oh yeah, I used to go to ECW stuff.
ECW was fucking sweet, man.
When I was young too, so I was always off into the other ones. So like when I went to my first ECW, like it was at where was that shit at downtown? I forgot the name of the place. It was a weird ass little place. But man, when these motherfuckers caught this table on fire, I was scared, dude. I was like, what is this shit? I ain't never seen somebody catch a shit on fire though.
This is the guy Raven right here.
Okay, I remember Raven.
He was in fucking WCW. No, he was in ECW at first, I think. And then he started out, and then when ECW got bought out by WWF, or then WWF, now WWE, then he moved over to their hardcore division or some shit. But anyways, he's coming on the show, hoping to air it next Friday. I'm trying to get a day off or a day where everybody's off work who's going to do the interview with me. So we'll see. But that's the upcoming guest announcement. And then I'm still working other stuff too and all that. Josh maybe will come on the show one of these days. He never joined me. Or maybe, I don't know, did I check my messages? I don't know if he said anything or not. He should have been watching the show regardless. But yeah, he didn't post anything on the Facebook. Let me check Messenger real quick before we get out of here. Nope, I ain't get nothing new in Messenger. Okay. Well, regardless, let me get off of this part here and let me stop sharing the screen. The thanks for Mr. Mayo for coming out. Appreciate it, buddy. You held the show solid. Kept it rolling.
Guys, though, man, because I wanted to make fun of Don so bad.
I know. I was hoping we get a fucking Don roast today, bro. But he told me he was gonna come out like 8:45. I'm like, man, now I fucking done made the thing virtual, bro. I can't fucking plan this shit like that. It's not an on-off switch, bro. There's a lot of planning. For those of you who don't know, man, there's a lot of planning goes behind this show. Even a show like this, where it seems like I'm just fucking making shit up. I spent a good 3 hours just planning on this show, and that was last minute. You get some of these shows when I get some of these bigger guests that and Ricky Williams show, I probably spent a good 10, 15 hours on prep for that bad boy. It's not easy doing this media. Those of you out there think I'm just a super genius. I am a super genius, but I'm more than that. I'm a human being, and I care about you, and that's why I want you to subscribe to the STD podcast and join us every week at 9:30, as you did this week. I love you guys, and enjoy your Black Friday. Have a great Tyson fight, and go Browns. We'll talk to you next week, babe.